2 big movies coming out.
Mm.
This one and Star Wars. How do you feel about that?
I feel good, you know. There are more famous people in bigger roles than me in both those films, so it's grand. I can say, like, why don't you talk to Leo about that? You know, or Harrison Ford might have something good to say. So it's fine, you know. No, I just kind of had, like, I kind of, I just come in at the end and I'm like, hey, why don't you shut up, Saoirse? This is my question. So, people have been, you know, kissing your ass for long enough. It's
stuff that we did for John, I feel like I definitely had an input with, you know, some of the lyrics and the music. You know, for John's shit songs, I said, why don't you let me try and write good songs and they'll be crap because I'm no good at music. And so we kind of went that route, and so I would come in with stuff and then Steve would kind of change them a little bit. And I really, really enjoyed that. Because I would say, here's what I've got, and Steve would say, well, that's too shit, you know what I mean? Or Steve would say, actually, that's too good at the odd time, and I would always disagree.
That's how amazing is it to do that, and then Star Wars is its own thing also, so I'm very excited.
It's in space.
It's in space. Not a spoiler. I mean, don't.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But you haven't seen the other ones.
Yeah. You could just be Star Wars from Earth, and you just look like, oh, that looks vicious. So yeah.
I thought yesterday, I have to admit, your character, your performance, you kind of stole the show. How does it feel to be hearing that and getting that response?
I haven't heard that or got that response. You're the first person to say that. That's very sweet. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I bet you say that to all the boys. But
it was, for me, it wasn't. I mean, I didn't have to deal with that stuff really. So I just had to kind of fall in love because I didn't know about all this other. I didn't know there was misery on its way, like a train. So I just tried to enjoy the ride while it was going. Not the ride, but you know what I mean.
You never got the ride. Okay.
Brilliant. And really funny. Just after every take, when he was taking it off, and then his big stupid smile would come out. You know, it was kind of a. I don't know what he was doing in there while he was acting opposite me, but you know.
Yeah, I loved the Toronto Film Festival. I was here once before, and it was just really, it's beautiful, and it means a lot to the city. There's Keira Knightley. You should point the camera at her. Look.
The skills we were learning were kind of, you know, prehistoric by comparison to today. So, you know, now we have lighters and gas cookers. So if we, you know, bring out the flint and the charcoal cloth and all that kind of stuff, it just, someone's going to come up and be like, come on, man. I like my cigarette.
Is there another side that we're going to see? Because I think at one point they said, because you're the only character right now that has 2 names that they revealed. Is there something else that you're going to be doing as far down the road?
Well, Domhnall and I played a transgender couple, the first transgender couple in the universe, in space. Yeah. And so that's exciting to share.
Right.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Lots of nudity as well.
Yeah, good nudity, great nudity.
Good.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I mean, come
on.
on.
Oh, come on. Leave him alone now.
You've hurt his back.
Trying to reason with a bear.
Lads. He's already in bits. Would you give him a break?
Breaking his back. That really is out of order.
It's such an intense scene. But
that, and then I remember all of us in the van. All of us in the van on one of the first days filming. Carla was driving, and she's a terrible driver. And Michael was just shouting at her to go faster. Like really shouting at her, and Scoot was also kind of doing a similar thing. And that was funny because she did it, and it was really dangerous.
Favorite scene to do? Well, I have 2. One is when we were on the beach, and the boys were so scared to get into that water, and Eileen and I were like, you know, women, and we were fine, and we were like able to face the pain. So I loved that one.
Why do I feel like you're getting back at me for something?
What do you call those blocks?
the blocks, the letter blocks.
It's
I'm
like
not sure.
Scrabble.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, romantic Scrabble. Yeah.
And then it ended with ILY.
I know. I love yogurt. I know. It was a big message, and it was important I got it across to her.
About your involvement with this, are you part of an alliance? Are you flying solo?
Do you really think I'm going to say anything? Apart from making a joke about nudity,
No,
maybe?
but I figured I'd ask.
I show my balls. Like, see, that's I just made a joke about
This
nudity.
is
it wasn't
stick-
a good joke.
Is this
but it
on
got
your
me out of
rider
the
for everything?
situation. Yeah.
I must have my
default.
balls
That's the
involved.
default. Yeah.
Yeah, some people have a face they do. I just go straight to balls.
Things that struck me most about the film when I watched it was just the colorscape. Maybe if you could talk a little bit about the look of the film and how you went about collaborating with your DP on that.
Sure. I mean, it belongs. Brutal. It's very upsetting, but it's the most cinematic thing I think I've seen for a long time. And I think we were saying it's like it's testimony.
I know, you can laugh about it now, but
would you
believe me.
leave him alone? Come on!
It's so not funny, is it? It's a vicious bear attack, and I'm cracking up laughing. I deserve to get attacked by a bear now.
Because
That's the only
you
justice.
pan over while it's happening, and you're just standing there going, ah! And then back.
One that resonates with me the most, the line that resonates with me the most is, will you die for love?
Yeah, would you die for love? Yeah.
Will you?
Would I die for love? I guess there are certain sexually transmitted diseases which can kill you. So I'm worried about it. But no, of course, I think anybody who's truly in love would die for love. There's a fella, and he finds out when he's 21 that he can travel through time back in his own life, and then he sets about living a better life and finding a perfect wife that rhymes.
Nice.
And milestones of pain throughout my childhood. It's not pretty. I sort of go like red and I swell. I sort of turn into like a balloon.
Oh, that's like me on holidays.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess so. You'd hope so.
Not in a bloody way, though, right?
Well, it depends on the sort of death. If it's quick, then yes. Or if it's slow, then no, I'll find someone else. And then for your children later on, it's kind of pretty wide ranging.
What did you say for your work?
For your work?
No.
I think she's made a mistake there. I would just maybe cut that out.
Don't expect that.
For you, it's for your work. I don't love my work so much.
My parents have had a couple of dogs which have gotten older and had to pass on, and they're probably the worst ones because Dipper was the man and Sive was the lady.
Yeah,
now they're
actually,
gone.
I would change my answer. I think losing pets and stuff.
God, way to bring us down at the end.
Yeah.
Go see the
Revenants. Go see the Revenants.
Yeah. You are busy, and I'm happy because I want to see more of you.
Well, that's incredibly
For
sweet.
years
So do
to
I.
come.
So do I. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, you too. Different
Bye,
faces
Ginger.
of love. Yes, exactly. Bye-bye. What did you notice?
Yes, well.
How did I do it? The 5 ways I did it?
Well, I don't. Hair. No. Posture?
1. 4 to go.
Hair, yes, hair.
A little bit.
Yeah.
1.5. That was it. Posture and hair.
Done.
Yeah.
Question is about how Nick Hornby came to be involved as the screenwriter.
I optioned the novel, and Nick was the first person that I gave it to. And we had made an education with him, so he was